Why this shit being slow? There we go. Baked as a pie in your bitch. Baked as a pie in your bitch. Oh shit, turn that down. Let me put my AirPod in or something so I can hear him. Let me turn the fan off. Okay, how are we sounding? Let me see. Okay, it sounds like we sound good. Okay, so this is gonna be kind of straight to the point, so yeah. How should we start off this? Cause I gotta look up Storm's shit. Marvel Rivals website. I gotta have this on standby. This is gonna be a video later. All right. Let's go to the practice range. Alright.
Mutants must protect mutants.
Slippery bitches be gon' slide. Let me stop.
I see that.
Oh my god. Hello. This is the long-awaited, I forgot if awaited is a word or not. I'm slow. But the top 500 Storm guide. So I've been top 500 Storm for 2 seasons in a row now. So I was just like, let me make a guide. And I've been trying to make a guide for a while now. We're not really. I haven't been trying, but I just been lazy. So let's get started with her abilities. I know a lot of people in other guides. I know when I was trying to look for a Storm guide, they didn't really explain her abilities till, her, I feel like her max. So I'm going to do that. So let's start off. The Windblade. Her Windblade is a piercing ability. So if you don't know what that means, There's plenty of characters in the game that have piercing abilities. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know for real, but I'm sure there's some characters in the game. I know Black Widow does with her little team up with Punisher now, but this is basically piercing, is when it hits multiple characters at the same time. Yeah, so that's pretty much her primary, and it does 55 damage per round. Now,
Enemy in front of us.
fall off for damage begins at 15 meters, so basically right here. So honestly, that's pretty, like, if you look at that, that's not very far, like. So you want to be in their face for the most part. Like, honestly, you want to make sure, like, a good way to know that you don't have damage fall off is if they're in your thunder, which is this, where my crosshair is. You see that blue line with the electricity? That is your aura. And we'll get to what that does and everything in a second, but that is pretty much where you want to be, so you don't have to worry about damage fall off. And the damage fall off is 60% at 30 meters. So all the way back here, your primary does 55. So right now you're doing 30 damage per hit. So I'm pretty sure. Let's do, actually. Nah.
Feel the thunder. You're mine.
These bots have 250 health, right? Trying to think. So with her primary, you cannot get headshots, as you can see. The head, wait, let me kill this real quick. The headshot and the body shot do the same damage. Well, this would technically be where the headshot is, but as you can see, it does the same damage. The fuck?
Enemy in front of us.
So onto her Bolt Rush, which is the R1. Honestly, I'm not sure what that would be on controller. I mean, on PC, I guess right click, right? Yeah, right click. Is this move? This does how much damage? It does about 80 damage. Does 80 damage. And we will get to how much damage everything else does with honestly, I should probably stay in win mode just for now until we get to the weather.
Enemy in front of us.
Until we get to the thunder mode. But yeah, that Bolt Rush, it does 80 damage flat without without the damage boost, which is her thunder mode, whatever. But a lot of this is something people, I don't think they really know about her Bolt Rush. It can hit multiple people at once. If you look at the if you look at her, I don't know if you can do it right now, but if you were to look at her, like, I don't know what it is. It's like where they show you her abilities. It shows you that it can hit multiple people at once. Like, I think if you hit from right here, or like, hold on. Let me turn off cooldowns. All right. So let me just show you guys. I know this is one thing I would be doing a lot of times with Storm. I'll be low, hitting them, and then when I want to use the Bolt Rush, I'll go up a little bit and hit them at the same time. That can get a group of people. It's been a lot of times where that Bolt Rush has caught a lot of people at once. And then I've gotten like 2 or 3 kills off of that. The cooldown is 8 seconds. Just let me show that really quickly.
I see them.
See, 8 seconds. So I know, honestly, what I do with that is I'll just like, how do I put it? Like, I'll do some damage and kind of just spam it, like, just for extra damage. Because when you spam that, you can end up with a kill randomly and you won't even realize it, because somebody can just be low, especially for the fact that it can hit, like I said, multiple targets at once if you aim up a little bit. See?
Be swift.
So now on to the good part, weather control.
Enemy in front of us.
This is
Be strong.
her triangle, Y for Xbox, and shift for a PC. This allows you to switch between whether you have the thunder mode, which is this, and then the wind mode. So now we're gonna start on the wind mode. A lot of people don't use this, and it's actually really good against dive, and I'll get to that. But first, let's start off with what it actually does. So
Enemy in front of us.
when it is not enhanced, and if you don't know what enhancing is, it's just when you click your B circle, or I don't know what it would be on PC, but your last button in the kit, which is the weather control. Basically this.
Speed is everything.
So when you click that in the wind mode, or tornado if you will, that gives your allies a 20% movement boost. So you honestly want to use that to like get to spawns, get from spawn,
They've spotted us.
get your team back to a point. You want to get your team out of danger, get yourself out of danger. It's very useful, and I feel like a lot of people don't use it enough with Storm. And also you can use this to slow down dive. And we're gonna get to that in a second. Not even dive, you can slow down tanks too, so you can throw off their movement so they can get killed really fast. I do that a lot. So it also gives a 40% movement boost to yourself. As you can see, like, I'm moving a lot faster. It's not like a crazy boost, but it's definitely gonna help you a lot. You can definitely still get messed up if you don't time it right. But if you're like, for example,
They've spotted us.
behind a wall, like let's say you're fighting. I can't aim.
Lightning strike.
And you gotta get out of, you're taking heat.
Let's end this quick.
Just get wind boost out of there. Right behind a wall. Sometimes you don't even need to enhance it. You can just be in damage, aka thunder mode.
You're mine.
And then just go like boop behind a wall. That a lot of times that alone will save you. Trust me. Just going behind a wall. But make sure you're out of line of sight. Like you want to be something like that.
Be swift.
But I think a lot of people also don't tell you this about her aura, the circle sphere. It is a sphere, by the way, so the higher you go, the smaller it gets. So honestly, her range, the range you want to be in is honestly like really close to the ground. But there's a time and place where you want to be up in the air, but try not to fly too high up, because a lot of times you make yourself a target because you're just all the way up in the air. Unless you're near cover, that's a lot of times you want to fly up in the air. Like if there's danger on the ground, let's say a thing is trying to CC you, and if you don't know what CC means, it's close. What is it actually? Crowd control. If a thing is trying to crowd control you, you can just fly up into cover. But try not to do that if there's no cover. If there's no cover, if anything, you want to just
Let's end this quick.
back away with the wind boost. So when it comes to this wind boost, you slow down enemies 15%. So I don't know if it's gonna work on these bots, but let's just see.
Ride the winds.
You see how much slower they're going? Compared to without it. He's moving so much faster. You slow your enemies 15%. Use that precisely in fights. So let's say a magic is trying to swing at you, or a Black Panther. Let's say a Black Panther is trying to attack you and dash at you. Make him, because honestly, you could just stay in wind mode and you'll probably be fine and just move out the way. But a lot of times when you switch to wind boost, you get that initial like okay, let's just say Black Panther is diving at me. Like I just dodge and then switch back to Thunder, so in case I need to do some damage to him, and then swipe out the way, do some damage, swipe out the way, do some damage, swipe out the way, do some damage, and then by then he's dead, because not only are you moving out of the way, you're slowing him down, so you're messing up his dash like a Spider-Man.
Faster, my friends.
you want to be in win mode when a Spider-Man is about to dive you, and as soon as he's about to get on you, make sure he's committing though. That's what most divers. Make sure they're trying to kill you, and then you can actually cancel this. You can cancel switching weather. So if you just click it fast, it'll cancel. Let's do thunder. See how fast I was? I switched very fast. Just a quick cancel. So let's get onto thunder mode. Let's get onto thunder. This gives you, so like I said before, the bolt rush, this does 80 flat damage, which is not bad. You could still get some good damage without thunder mode. But when you're in thunder, that's like obliterating half people's health. Like, yeah. And then don't get me started on if you enhance it. See how much damage that is?
Double kill.
That's a lot of damage. Like, that's a lot of damage. So let's do the math real quick. Give me a second. How much damage? Since the primary does 55 flat, the bolt rush does 80 flat. Let's add that with the thunder boost. That gives, by the way, a 25% damage boost for yourself and a 12% for your allies. %. I'm trying to see. How would you do the math for that? Did you divide it? I don't know. I'm trying to see. Give me a second. That's why I'm live. That's why I'm live, so I can just cut this out when it's an actual video. I'm trying to think. 25% added to 55. I'm trying to think what So I guess I'm pretty sure you find out what 25% of 55 is, and then you add that to 55. So your primary is now doing 70, almost 70 damage, 70 per hit, 68. If you round it up to 69. And then for your bolt rush, you're doing 100 damage. Yeah, I did the math right. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Like, I don't know what form of simplification I have to do for finding out like what a percentage would add to a number, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's correct. Just find out the percentage of a number and then add it to the regular number. So yeah, so Within this mode, when you enhance,
Enemy
this
in
is
front of us.
that's 100 damage right there. That's 100, and then this, that's about 70. So, honestly, anything else I have to go over in terms of her kit besides just next thing showing y'all how to play her in amongst the game? Oh, I guess her ult. So, here's some tech for her ult.
Feel the wrath of the goddess.
If you are low ground like this, you can just move up. You see how it was a little bit further down right here behind this wall?
Feel
Just
the wrath of the goddess.
if you click that L2, I don't know what that would be on PC, but hold on, let me do it again.
Enemy in front of us. Feel the wrath of the goddess.
You can just move up. It's kind of OP. And then you can just come from up top of a building
Double
and
kill.
ult them. I do that a lot. It's kind of secret. Like, I remember I posted this on TikTok. It was hilarious. It was just one comment though. I posted on TikTok and someone was like, "That's kind of stupid, like to ult from a high top because it's not doing anything." But the thing is, why you would want to do that is, a lot of the times if people see where you're ulting, though, that gives them time to react, because
Feel the
obviously
wrath of the goddess.
when you confirm your ult, people can see that. People can see that sphere like closing in. Like the other team, that you're not invisible. You're not invisible. So a lot of times, if you can,
Goddess.
ult from a high place and ambush them.
They couldn't weather the storm.
Double kill.
Just like that.
They rode the lightning.
I promise you, you'll get so many more picks because Storm's ult is very predictable. It's very predictable. It's very predictable. Another thing with her ult, you can be from across the goddamn map.
Feel the wrath of the goddess.
You have a lot of time. You have a lot of time
Double kill.
to get from and to the enemy. But what you really, what an ideal, what I, how do I put this? This is something, this is kind of how my ult would kind of go.
Feel the wrath of the goddess. They've spotted us. They couldn't.
And then I'm coming all the way back to my team. From the top of a building, down onto the enemy's back line, back to my team. You can do all of that. Because you have to keep in mind, as you can see on the corner, your ult is only 5 seconds.
Double kill.
So, honestly though, if, let's say the team is like, there's like, you kill like 3 people with your ult and there's like 2 people left. If they're high damaging characters, then you may want to return back to your team. Or if they don't have a lot of health. I mean, if they have a lot of health, because you're not going to end up killing them right away. But if
They've spotted us.
they don't have a lot of health, you can just,
Feel the wrath of the goddess.
oh, I didn't do it right. Anyway,
The sky.
you can just
Double kill.
clean that up, go in with your thunder,
That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row.
and just finish that whole team wipe. Let's do it again, just so y'all can get a better accurate.
Feel the wrath of the goddess.
Coming from up top the building, waiting. Because another thing with ulting from atop the building, like a lot of times they won't be expecting your ult because they don't know where you're at, so they'll all just be grouped up together. I'll show some clips in the final video. But yeah, they'll just be all grouped up together, so they won't even know what hit them.
Enemy in front of us.
And yeah, like, just make sure
Good hunting.
if you can, like,
Faster, my friends.
when you
Feel
ult,
the wrath of the goddess.
you have your cooldowns. Just in case you didn't get like close enough to the team,
A little streak.
well, your team, you can just do this. Like, let's say this is the enemy's backline, or close to the enemy's backline. I can just
Ride the
wind boost
wind.
out of there, behind a wall, back to my team. Or, like I said earlier, if the odds are looking in your favor, you can just
Couldn't stand the weather.
Double kill.
just wipe the team.
Enemy in front of us.
Now, onto her team ups. Don't think we were gonna forget this. For Johnny first. Johnny is the anchor. Oh shit, I did it wrong. Hold on.
Hurricane incoming. Mutants must
Johnny
protect
is the anchor, so
all of humanity.
ideally for it to not mess up, you want Johnny to ult first because you have this command.
The wind burns with fury. I'm bright like a star.
And every time Johnny puts a tornado down,
Feel the wrath of the goddess.
you get more time to your ult.
I'm bright like a star.
So let's wait for the second thing to come. Alright.
Feel the wrath of the
I don't know,
goddess.
the fucking thing is too slow.
They didn't weather the storm. I'm bright like a star.
Alright, hopefully we can do it this time. See how the second tornado came and I got more time. So if anything, if you're with a torch, let's say he is your friend or something that you queued up with, make sure they spam these fire tornadoes so you can have a lot to pass through. Because I'll put a clip in the video. I'm live streaming in this current second, but I'll put a clip in the video. You can have a super long ult. Super long ult. Now with Jeff.
Enemy in front of us.
Oh, actually,
Like a star.
to be fair, you do not have to use this command
The wind burns
right here
with fury.
for the ult.
I'm bright like a star.
You can just ult by yourself like this and get into the ult and it'll confirm. So either way, even though Johnny is the anchor and it probably works better if you just do that because it'll be more consistent. Like if you ult randomly before he does it, you may not know where he places them and then it could mess up. So it's best to just use that command. So yeah. Now, with Jeff. Where is he?
I'm bright like a star.
What the hell?
Enemy in front of us. Feel the wrath of the goddess.
Now this is still quite new, so I really don't know how this works, but when it comes to like the commands.
6 in a row. Way to go.
But a lot of times with this ult is very powerful, and right now Storm is getting banned all the time just because of it. So when you do have this team up, you want to make sure. I know a lot of people may not agree with me, but I think it's ideal if Jeff ults first because he can swallow the team. Just like how he swallowed that tank. And then you ult right on top of him on his little like circle. Because if you don't realize, the ult, what the ult basically is doing is Jeff has him swallowed. And then he's doing damage. We're both doing damage, but I'm mainly doing the tornado damage to them. So they're taking a lot of damage. But keep in mind, if let's say you ult in the wrong time, like let's say you ult towards the end of your ult, it will shorten the duration of the whole entire ult. 1, and 2, with that being said, the ult will end up what is it? It'll end up spitting everybody out. So, which you can finish them off, like that's possible, but just keep that in mind. Now, we have been seeing a lot of hip-hop, hippity-hoppity about this, you know, this team-up of Johnny and Jeff, but I don't really think that's a thing. This Jeff is right here, so I'm just gonna make him follow me and see if we can do with the Johnny team-up. I don't know if this is a thing, but let's just see. Oh no. Now there's more Jeffs, okay. Okay, never mind. Anyways, now we're gonna jump into a game so I can show you some of my skills, if you will. We're gonna jump into a quick play, and I'm also gonna turn off voice chat because I don't feel like having people ruin the video. So, voice chat, turn it off. Okay, quick match. Because I want to be able to talk to y'all while I'm doing this. Hopefully nobody takes Storm.
All the difference.
Ah, insta-locked. Cause I be insta-locking Storm because I feel like people are gonna take her. So, oh, and I get the Jeff team up, yay! Like everybody's trying to play Storm now, and that's why I'm making this guide. So, you see how my team is behind me? You don't always want to do this, but win boost, goddess boost, if you will. Get everybody to the spawn very quickly. Because I know a lot of people may say it's useless, but by the time the game starts, you'll have your abilities again. But I think the only time you probably shouldn't do it is domination, because a lot of times, most of the time really, you won't have your cooldowns.
The battle starts in 5.
So your cooldown, not cooldowns. Look at the job. All right. So remember, we pierce. So we want to have people. Ooh. Okay, I died. There's a Black Panther. I just got one-shotted. But you see, right now I'm coming back to spawn. Like this is what you're gonna use it a lot for, is trying to get back to your team. This wind boost. Let me back up a little bit. Shit.
Double KO! They made it halfway! Stop them!
Okay, we're playing with sweats right now.
Better stop that vehicle! There's no chance to stop them!
So you see how I'm hitting multiple people at once. I was just hitting multiple people at once. A lot of times you want to use that bolt rush right there to finish people off when they're low health.
Now might be the
That's a good thing for it.
They're ahead of us. During my storm.
See now how Black Panther is diving us? I went onto my wind mode and he slowed down. So just a second ago he was just punching nothing because he was slowed down. So you see how I'm avoiding danger with this wind mode because I'm slowing down Iron Fist, slowing down all the dive. Like this range right here, if you're gonna fly high up, this is the highest you really want to be, because the higher you go, the aura will shrink. So right now I'm gonna slow down Hulk and Black Panther. See how he just missed that dash?
Feel the wrath of the goddess! I'm bright like a star.
So now we have Johnny. So see how I'm passing through all these ults and getting extra time? Okay, he just fucked me up.
This storm, ride the winds! Feel the
So with Iron Man, you really want to be like behind cover. And if you do get in his face, you want to make sure you have your Thunder cooldown on go. Because you're not going to win the fight if you don't have that. You're like, I can promise you, unless he's low health, you want to have your Bolt Rush and like you want to have all your cooldowns, because Iron Man's one of those matchups that you can get fucked up
Now might be a good time to stop them.
easily. So honestly, y'all, this might be a loss, but you get the point. Even if we do lose.
Better stop that vehicle!
during my
It's now or never! Stop them!
So with flyers, you kind of want to like, you don't want to spam. A lot of the times your projectile, you want to like do this, like kind of click it. Now we're gonna ult from the top of the building, or if you will. See. We're gonna slow down Iron Fist. So now he's like missing all his shots. Well, his punches, I should say. And now he's dead. Now, when you see someone like a Hawkeye, you really don't want to be out in the open because you want to play behind walls. Like, just like this. Cause look at him, coming out the blue, trying to fuck you up. That's gonna happen. Now this Iron Fist is on me because I killed him, but he's getting slowed down, and I'm not getting heals. Like honestly, you just want to spam. As soon as the Bolt Rush cooldown is done, like just right now. Even if you miss it, it's okay. Like you'll get it back, but you want to make sure you're at least watching it, watching the cooldown. Oh, that wasn't good. I hate this Iron Fist.
Maximum pulse.
Like when something like that happens, when Iron Man is about to ult or using his laser right now, you want to get out of there with your wind boost. And honestly, a good thing to know and do with Storm is every time someone's not in your crosshair, just reload, because it'll feel like you never have any, how do I put it? It'll feel like to the other team that you just have infinite ammo, so. Because by the time they see you, and honestly, a good person to pair Storm up with is Rocket, because his ult just gives you 400 health and you're tanky. So pair Rocket and Captain America, you're unstoppable. And just like that. So I do have a couple things that I just want to go over really quickly before I do end this. Storm is a good poker. So
Mutants must protect mutants, but
let's say this is a wall in a real match. Like earlier I was saying you want to click sometimes with flyers, but when you're poking you want to click too. So I got this from a YouTuber way back. Shout out to Quibbles. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but shout out to him. You want to just boom, hold on, boom, 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 just like that, until, like, let's say on the Symbiote map. Let's actually go there. Let's actually go there. I'm gonna also do a video on I'm gonna do a video on each map for Storm. But just give me that time to do that. But can I create a room? Yes, create. Okay. Now we're gonna make it. How do I? Where's the map at? There it is. Okay, so this is a really good map for Storm. So I'm just gonna give a hint for the next video. This gonna be similar to this, where I'm just on every map, giving you guys a guide on how to play on each map. It's probably gonna be like 10 different videos, honestly, because I want to do a video on each map. I'm so serious. Like I want y'all to be able to play Storm at the highest level. So let's say that your team is behind you. Wind boost to the point. I should have probably did attack, but it doesn't matter. I'm by myself, so.
I can feel the currents and electricity in my veins.
Because I wanna show for attack. So let's go all the way to the spawn. So like,
the battle starts in 5.
let me just wait for this countdown to go down.
3, 2, 1.
Wind boost.
Honestly,
Honestly, don't do that. Actually, don't do that. Don't wind boost out of spawn when you're on attack. Only on defend. Because by the time you get out, you'll just, like, I mean, you can do that just so your team gets outside fast, but you won't have enough time to be in Thunder to really do much. So right here, you just want to poke. And then you'll maybe get a couple picks, or maybe one pick, and then you'll move up. Right here's a good spot. Or, because honestly, you always want to have a wall to your left, some type of cover to your left. So, and then let's say you want to switch up your gameplay a little bit. Let's flank a little bit. The Storm is a flanker. Storm is a flanker. But a good thing to do,
Faster, my friends.
go there with wind, so you're going there fast. Sneak up.
You're in my storm.
All you gotta do is get 2 shots in with Thunder, and then hit them. I'll show that in the I'll show that in the practice range.
0-2-0.
So yeah, I'm gonna show this real quick and then I'm off.
Power is a great
So,
gift. It must be used wisely. They've spotted us.
I'm gonna show a clip of this in real game. But Storm makes no noise when she flies, so come from the back. You can do this. I would only do this to somebody that's singled off. I wouldn't do this to someone that's near their team because obviously you'll pay for it, but obviously don't do that because if you were to hit something that breaks, they're gonna be alerted. But
Be strong. Good hunting.
Double KO.
now let's do that again. I didn't actually do my combo, but so all you really need to do is just 1, 2.
That's 3.
They
That's all. That's it. Just 2 hits and then the bolt rush.
You're in my storm.
Wow.
And then you can cancel that, by the way.
Thunderstruck.
So
I see them.
5. That's amazing. 6 in a row. Way to go. Unbelievable.
Thunderbolt. Couldn't stand the weather.
now, obviously, if they're a little bit too far, they won't be able to get killed instantly. But a lot of people try to incorporate her thunder into. I meant to also add her thunder strikes down on people. I don't think I added that.
Have a tailwind.
So you can build your ult really fast. See how many people are getting struck down.
You rode the lightning. I see them. You're in my storm.
So this is a combo I do. And honestly, you don't even have to hit them. You can just look at them and their thunder comes down. So actually I didn't do it right. Hold on. Let me kill this.
Blew them away.
So yeah, this is a good flank combo if someone's by themselves.
Thunderstruck. Feel the
Oh shit, I have ult. I clicked. It has melee in it, so hold on. Let me put cooldowns on.
Feel the
Just-
wrath of the goddess.
Okay.
Faster, my friend.
So get there with wind. Switch.
You're mine.
Instant combo. Let's do it again.
Have a tailwind. They've spotted us. Feel the wrath of the goddess.
Alright, get there.
You're in my storm. No pleasure in that, but it has to be done.
So it's primary melee. Alright, hold on. Primary. That shit is annoying. Like, actually.
Double KO.
Stand the weather. Feel the wrath of the goddess.
That's 3. Wow. 4 in a row.
Be swift.
Thunder, switch. Oh, I did it wrong.
No pleasure in that.
I'm just gonna.
Had to be done.
To the people that's on the live stream, you're watching me struggle a little bit, but because it's not an easy combo to land. But if you practice it, it'll just come to you when you need to do it.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Alright, so switch boost.
They rode the
Just like that.
Double KO.
No pleasure in that, but it had to be done.
So this is the combo. Boop.
This fight is over.
Double KO. That's 3.
Primary melee bull rush.
Wow, 4 in a row. 5. That's amazing.
Go with the wind.
6 in a row.
Just like that.
Way to go.
Lightning strike. Thunder strike.
Unbelievable.
Blew them away. Thunderbolt. Struck down.
And one more thing before I end this, when it comes to Storm's movement, when you're flying, you want to move the camera where your direction is, because if you don't, you'll just be flying in a direction where and then your camera won't know where you're at. So let's say I'm going right, move your camera right. Move your camera with you. That's kind of a thing you should do with the flyer, but it's especially something you should do with Storm.
In front of us.
It may get some time to get used to, but you got it. Anyways, thank you for watching. Gonna edit this video, and yeah, can't wait to see y'all enjoy and get good at Storm.
I make bad weather look good.